Hey everybody, how you doing? It is, I gotta look now. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yes, the 14th of April. Today is a good friend of mine's birthday, Frank. Frank doesn't watch my videos. Maybe sometimes if you happen to see it, Frank, happy birthday. Been waiting a little bit to make a video because I've been wanting to not, I've been trying to wait till my mood not brightens, but no, not my mood. It's like the continuing problem that we're having in America with the police is weighing heavily on my conscience, and so I was been trying to wait to do a video where I would not focus on that, but it's just not going away. Every day something happens, so let me just say that that's really what's on my mind, and I have records to show, but because I'm single and basically celibate, and not basically, I am, I keep to myself. I think that does give an edge to my reality. In other words, it appears to me that one of the ways that people are able to tune out events is by just focusing on the here and now, the person in front of them, their desires, and it seems that it's easy, to forget the world when you have someone to focus on. And I'm not going to use the word love, because I think that there's a lot of people that are just, doing whatever. It really doesn't have anything to do with love. Whether that's good or bad is not the issue. But I choose to live like this. I've never had an easy time of being in a relationship. It's always been fraught with trauma, really, and really hard for me to understand, because it seems to be about, I don't know what it's about. But anyway, see how I'm babbling? See, it's like I got more on my mind than wanting to show you some records, But what I'm saying is, as a result of choosing to live like this, I do think that my angst level might be a little bit high compared to a lot of people, where things that are real obvious to me never go away because I'm not going through these real up and down cycles that go along with sexual activity. I'm just, I'm always here. Maybe that's too much information. Maybe that sounds like boo-ha-ha to someone, but it's on my mind, so I said it, and people tune in interested in what I have to say, primarily about music, but I also know that a lot of you just want to know what's on my mind, so this is what's on my mind today. It's like I'm looking at these records, but I'm not really feeling like switching into the mode of talking about and vibing on music, although I will probably play some when I'm done here. But I think what I want to do with this video is to just say hello. This is my video for the day. This is what's on my mind. It's real times, and I am just thinking it's necessary for me to do my part in trying to beat the carpet somewhat, or just say, hey folks, I think it's time for us to pay attention. I don't know what to do. I just don't think, I'm just not okay with acting like everything is fine, okay? There's all this evidence of military training going on and massive movements of military gear from the east to the west in America. That caught my attention. I am not the sort of person who will be placated by, oh, well, this is just that, they're not doing anything to be concerned about. It concerns me a lot. It's interesting that so many things are coming to light, that have been predicted, and it's almost like a script is being played out. You know, sometimes I get the thought, well, maybe I should just be quiet, not say anything, and just go along with it, because I'm not going to stop anything, and I'm not going to change anything. Maybe I should just accept that, well, everything's just the way it is, and so just be fine with it and just do my thing. Ultimately, that's what I do. I do enjoy the days. I do things I'm interested in doing. But I remember from my childhood, even as a black child in the 60s, fighting civil rights, I still remember the picture of America, what it was supposed to be about. You know, and that's completely gone now. And it's just, you know, it's flabbergasting to think that people alive, my age and older, and even younger, who remember when we were pursuing the American dream, when we actually talked actively about the future, when we talked about growth for people, not businesses, it's like all that's gone, and yet the landscape that we live in now, which is very, very unbalanced, it's like this is normal. It's like the change has been so gradual, or rather the dumbing down of the people has been so successful, that the wrecking of the system happening in front of our eyes, we don't even notice it. I guess that's why I speak out, because I notice, you know, and it's like, this is just really very fascinating to me, you know, how... And I dealt with this working in the mental health system, working with victims of domestic abuse and physical and sexual abuse, where you would actually come across people who would protect their abusers because they were so abused or so brainwashed or so traumatized that they're actually trying to protect the person that's hurting them, which appears to be a lot of what's going on in America now. Last thing I'll say, no music, so I'll put that in the title, no music, okay? So Hillary Clinton has just announced her candidate, that she's going for the presidency. And some people are really happy about this, you know, and to me they're just completely being delusional and an illusion. You know, the fact that Hillary is still in the game shows how much of a cutthroat, bloodletting politician she is, because you don't stay in politics and get this far by being nice. And I got to be careful with what I say, because I know more than the average person. I know people that actually know some of these people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not talk. And I know just how dastardly these people's lives are behind closed doors. And so, you know, if there's no other choice, I mean, I'll never vote for a Republican. That's just so obvious. But if there's no other choice, she gets my vote. But she doesn't, you know, the fact that she's the first woman is meaningless now. It'd be nice if a real, caring human being of a woman was in her place. Yes, I think of Elizabeth Warren as a good example. But her candidacy, you know, the fact that she's multimillionaire and she's going out in a van as though that's going to fool intelligent people. Well, it's fooling the masses, but again, we got a lot of unintelligent, unthinking people who just believe what's on TV. And so she'll get away with it, but she's not getting away with it with me, you know, and I'm not going to go along with the script, you know, because, you know, as a child, I could see that the script didn't include me, not in a winning situation, you know. I'm just supposed to clean the toilets and build things and get the hell out of the way. Historically, you know what I'm saying? And look at the situation. I'm going now because of the coffee. You know, it's not a black-white situation with the cops. Ultimately, you know, it's about elitism. Black people are on the front line. You know, we've always been kicked first. But the thing, non-blacks still have the luxury of the illusion that, oh, that won't happen to me. Keep trying to tell you folks, you know, the Buddha's about to, you know, the Buddha is already upside your head, and everyone's just trying to act like it's not there. I was talking to my sister Stephanie online. She gets tired of my activities, the way that I'm always talking about stuff. And she made a comment, to the effect that, she just wants a little peace, and I do too. But I'll tell you what, in an odd way, I get peace by speaking up, I get a bit of peace of mind by saying, well, I'm seeing it, so I'm saying it. Much love to all of you. Only thing I'll say about music is myths and realities. Man, I'll be lucky if those records get delivered in April. The talk is that because of Record Store Day and the increase in vinyl sales, the bigger companies have pushed all the expected dates of production back for everyone. So I hate this wait, but we might be waiting, until May. I hope not, I'm just letting you know, folks, that I haven't heard a thing about, So, last thing I'll say is, on Facebook, I express my opinions. I recently had to block 2 people. One I thought was a language issue at first, possibly a cultural issue. The more it went on, it became like, oh, this is probably a mental health issue. The second block, probably similar, more likely the person was drinking and just, had bad boundaries, just like they just barged in on my living room and just crapped all over everything, so. But I speak out, on Facebook pretty much daily, and I just have to do this, I just have to do this. I still have people who come at me like there's something wrong with me for expressing concern, or that I'm oversimplifying, and I'm not having it, It's like, if that's your interpretation of me, that's what you see, but I am not being simple-minded or stupid or following some stupid tabloid story. This concern and this stance goes back to the beginnings of my life experience, okay? It really irks me how people will just come along, especially people who are like, they're friends, but they're not friends, and they just jump in with some shit like, you think you know where I'm coming from, and it's like, oh, hell no. Because if it was a real live conversation, that shit wouldn't be happening. When you're in face-to-face with people, respect is, we either are respectful or shit comes apart, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be respectful. So when I hear shit online that doesn't sound right to me, I'm addressing it. Okay, folks, it was a bit of a, kind of letting off concerns video. Hopefully the next one will be about music. I just got to keep it real, These are strange times. I said it at the beginning of the year. Some of you that follow me, I said, if you thought that 2014 was strange, watch 2015. And this year is a fucking bitch so far. And we're not even halfway there yet.